The Subway 400 on Fox is brought to you by the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse, by Smirnoff Ice, Intelligent Nightlife, by Viagra, ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you, and by Autotrader.com. New, used, buying or selling, it's the ultimate in automotive classifieds.
The second caution of the day in the Subway 400, out at lap 145, Dale Jarrett with problems. Matt's with him.
And Dale Jarrett has already climbed from his car. Your car's already headed back to the truck, DJ. A new rule this week, a one-engine rule for the weekend. You think that had anything to do with your engine failure?
No, not this early, definitely. Just something, you know, parts are going to break, things are going to happen. But we had a great race car, made a great adjustment there, and the car was just really driving great. I was looking forward to the rest of the race, but wasn't to be. I want to say congratulations to all the Olympic athletes from the United States. They've done a fantastic job this week. My daughter Natalie, who won her tournament, was MVP, and Cole Kenworthy for Hickory High School, he was MVP. So we didn't have it today, but we'll be back next week.
A lot of medals handed out, and the green flag drops.
Matt Kenseth, a four-tire change with the 76 Rockingham World Championship pit crew put him on him, and Kenseth is the leader.
I mean, that group led by Robbie Riser, the crew chief, as you say, Mike, they won the World Pit Crew Championship here in the fall. They backed it up on pit road today, which is when it really counts.
Yeah, and let me tell you just real quick, one thing about that caution, it came at a perfect time for people like Jeff Gordon. They're back in the race, closed up that gap. Watch these guys. So now that you're comfy on the couch, we're going to get you off there, go over to the TV set of the amplifier, turn up that surround sound, and crank it up.
Oh, all right, strap that TV down.
Ward Burton just slammed the wall again.
That's 2 or 3 times over the course of the day.
And twice in 2 laps.
Yeah, ball still that side.
I believe there might be something on the racetrack over there because the 31 car just ahead of him climbed the wall. Then the 22 car did the same thing.
Now here's the first of 2 hits. This one just after the restart.
We've seen him up there today.
And here's the second one.
That's where he hit it earlier, coming off turn 2 onto the backstretch.
Too much car, not enough racetrack.
Just running out of real estate.
Tell you, he's wearing that thing out. Now watch this 31 car. He's going to climb the wall. Watch this. Get up on that thing. Whoop. He got it back down. But man, everybody was going crazy. Oh, that turn 2 has been.
You're carrying so much speed there, especially on fresh tires. You're backing the throttle way back in turn 1, and you're carrying so much speed at the exit of that corner. If the car's a little tight, it won't turn. You just run out of racetrack.
And not only that, if you get a good look at that wall, it protrudes out just a little bit right there where it seems like you always hit it.
Let's show you how efficient were these pit stops, Larry.
Trouble on the back. 7 car turned around.
And he gets T-boned by Kyle Petty.
John Andretti got in the back of the 7 car, turned him around.
Kyle's car is aflame. Kyle had nowhere to go and is going to try to limp back to pit road, but that car briefly was on fire from the rear. Schrader's involved.
Cautions, breed cautions. That's all they're good at. When one caution comes, they keep calling.
Close it up first. Let's close it up before we fit here so we don't lose a lap. Get it fired up. Let's go. Close it up.
Buckshot Jones.
Go ahead, dig around.
The other Petty car, the 44. There you see
19
Casey
car.
Atwood.
There goes 19 car goes by with the right side tore out of it.
Let's see what happened.
John Andretti gets into the back of. Well, maybe it wasn't John Andretti.
No, Jeff Gordon, the 24, gets in the back of Casey Atwood. The 7, he comes down and clips Kenny Schrader. In the 36, he's right in the middle of the racetrack. Kyle Petty comes in there and did nowhere to go.
Kind of all bottled up there. Got into Schrader. I don't know if Schrader hit that inside wall or not. Can't tell.
And what happens here, Darrell? Smoke. Even the spotter can't help you right here.
What caused that is off of 2 over there. He had to pedal the car. Casey did, and the 24 got in the back of it. Woo, boy, he just missed in that wall.
Let's watch from Robbie Gordon.
There's Schrader.
following Spencer.
Got in the back of the Spence.
Whoa, stop, Robbie.
Cleared it.
Stop. You got him all the way to the bottom here. He's through there. He's through. Come on.
Great
Come on,
job
clear.
by the spotter.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
job.
just stop. I mean,
From Dale Earnhardt
Come on, watch
Jr.
your back. Come on. Got to spin on the back straightaway. Back it down. Got to go high. If you can. All right, just sit right there. You got guys with all that smoke. They're on the wall. Stop right there. All right, you can come all the way down if you need to. Right there. Keep coming.
It's like driving through a thick fog, that smoke.
I think the key word there from all the spotters was just stop. Just stop.
Hell of a job right there. Nice job.
Some updates from pit road, Matt.
Well, Mike, down here in the Bobby Labonte pit, good news and bad news on the caution for Dale Jarrett's blowing engine. The good news, Bobby Labonte got back on the lead lap. They said, good job, you're on the lead lap. He says, guys, I've got bad news. We're now on 7 cylinders. They made 2 stops under that caution just to check and see if maybe a plug wire come off. Everything looked fine. Right now they're talking about what chassis adjustments to make on the 18 when he does stop. Steve?
Well, Matt, that caution flag was a huge break for Ward Burton because he had slapped the wall. He's on pit road right now. He told crew chief Tommy Baldwin, don't drop the air pressure on me that low, because he felt the car bottom out. Tommy Baldwin said we didn't drop it that low. Right side tires on, a little bit of a problem on the right side for Ward Burton. They may have a tire rub. Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Matt Kenseth and his crew chief Robbie Reiser have been in an animated conversation about whether to pit or not. They've only been about 10 laps on these tires, but Reiser has pointed out that we have had long green flag runs today, and he thinks that it might be an advantage to pit. But they also don't want to lose track position. This will be a tough call, maybe a pivotal call.
I don't think it's a tough call, DW and Mike. I want my 4 fresh tires.
But I can't tell you how many arguments I've had with my crew chief about low air pressure.
Another look at the accident that has taken perhaps 4 cars out of this race. We're under caution for the 3rd time in the Subway 400 on Fox.
Welcome back live to Subway 400, Rockingham, North Carolina, under our 3rd caution flag as it happens on lap 156 in the Hollywood Hotel. We are trackside with Jeff Hammond, Chris Myers, and keeping an eye on things. And do you think that Matt Kenseth should absolutely pull into the pits?
Absolutely. Robbie Reiser, if you don't come get some tires, I'm going to come down there and beat on you, big boy, because you're going to have him fresher tires, believe it or not. 10 laps is a big deal around here, Chris. Early on, we talked about pit strategies and tires. Terry Labonte, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Jimmy Spencer all went down a lap, but because they stopped early, 10, 15 laps sooner than the leader, they got back on the lead lap. That's what this track will do to you.
And Ricky, Craven fast car, not so fast with the pit stop. You spoke with some drivers, Richard Childress, so one of those who are not happy with the one-engine rule. Why?
Yeah, some of the owners right now are saying it's a good thing to get rid of the qualifying engines, but they would really like to see NASCAR let you qualify your race engine, take it out, put an old workhorse engine in, one that you could run more than one or two times, maybe run it 3 or 4 times during practice. Put 100 miles on it, take it out, put your race engine back in. That would still save the money and reduce the risk of having problems during the course of a race.
What does an engine cost? About $50,000, $70,000?
About $75,000.
Okay, as you're going to look at Kyle Petty, our question of the week, and we asked on the pre-race show for you to log on to foxsports.com, powered by Lycos, and we asked you, do you like the new engine rule, to cast your vote? And so far, 63%. Let's take a look at the answer. Say yes, they like the rule. And Dale Jarrett, who's already out of this race, we speculated maybe the engine. He said no, it was not connected, not this early. There's a look at Kyle Petty, part of that mix-up involving Casey Atwood, Jeff Gordon coming out of turn 2. There's Ward Burton, Daytona 500 winner, who has already hit the wall twice today.
Yeah, he's really having a hard time, but I believe that Tommy Baldwin, those guys, they'll get it fixed.
And there goes Ward Burton, and we go back upstairs to Mike, Darrell, and Larry.
Ward can make multiple pit stops under the caution without losing a lap. In the garage, 2 of the Petty cars, Kyle and Buckshot Jones, 2 of the Evernham cars, Bill Elliott's teammate, Jeremy Mayfield, and the Jim Smith team, which is the Evernham kind of satellite operation of Casey Atwood. And there saw a lot of damage to Kenny Schrader's car as well. Everyone else seems to have made it through there fairly cleanly. There's a look at Schrader. Coming to his crew as they try to pull out the front valence and the right rear corner.
Well, we've had a lot of trouble off of turn 2 over there, Mike, and it's a product of the racetrack. It gets slick over there. And if you could get over there and look down that wall, you'll see that it protrudes out a little bit. What happened here? Watch Casey Atwood as he comes off of turn 2 here. Oh, we're looking at the wall. Yeah, see, pull back here just a little bit if you can, guys. The wall protrudes out right in here. And that's where the cars, they come up out of that corner. They come out of here with so much speed that they run out of room. And they clip the wall right there, and get the back end will get into the wall, and when it does, it bounces out into the car beside of you. You got one of two choices. You can back off, or you can make a pit stop. Here's the 17 in.
And he brought everybody else with him.
And Jeff won't have to beat on Robbie Reiser because there's Matt Kenseth getting his stop finished and gets squeezed trying to get out, and he got beat. Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson, 4 tires. Just about everyone on the lead lap has 4 fresh tires. And a tank full. Jeff Burton getting a bit of cosmetic repair on the right front. And the cars that are a lap or more down will pit this time by. We're under caution. Let's take a break in the Subway 400 on Fox.